Not at all. Faker expecting him to be as oppressive as humanly possible. We saw what he can do with his Cassiopeia versus the likes of Maple versus his fellow mid laners here in LCK. So Mickey should not expect to be treated any differently from those before him.
The history between Mickey and Faker, the famous comment of Faker needs to practice more in response to Faker saying same words over to Mickey. It ended up being empty words this year, but there's always the chance for a pop-off in the mid lane from one of these two.
See, those massive Galio taunts can set up, 3-4 members of SK Telecom there. If Mickey can land that, then perhaps Songyun, if he can hit his item timings, can just start ripping through and try to find a victory here for the ROX Tigers. Big uphill battle for these guys to put a win on the board. Want to hover around that mid spot for the end of this first round.
SKT's last game, or last series before the Telecom War, they just want to put this one in the books fast as possible.
All right, let's see what it's going to be on the clock when we close this one out and see who's going to be the victor. Let's go ahead, load up. Tigers versus SK Telecom T1. All right, still one person. Okay.
I like to think the rest of the ROX Tigers fans were baited.
It's a little imbalanced, just slightly. They were outnumbered by probably about 300 people.
Well, Linderong also noted what Smeb did earlier on the
Hero's entrance.
He's a really high-value Drake getting mounted with Cassiopeia and Blade the Ruin King Ashe.
Mighty Bear is already into the pit. Does he want to play forward? The rest of the squad is here. And Tara ready to go with the stand united. Ashe Arrow comes through, and he actually gets it. Mighty Bear takes this one away, pays for this one with his life, but finds the steal.
Hey, usually a kill for a Drake is an interesting trade to evaluate, denying Mountain from double turrets in a side lane offers. With the minion waves pushing in, it does let them walk into the red side a lot. But like you say, thought for another time.
Well, that's going to be the root coming through. Ashe Arrow thrown down as well. Mickey's going to get kicked in. The taunt will connect on the two members, but Bang is still firing away. Faker arriving at the last second. The toss had Miasma to get a nice little assist, but the kill goes over to Bang. 2-0 here for SK Telecom, and they take the gold lead.
It's basically Mickey playing in one of the few areas where ROX Tigers don't have an advantage, so SKT happy to turn on him. No advanced vision in that area means that he overextends, even as a super tanky adaptive helm already complete Galio.
Now it's all going to come down to these next 30 seconds before that Infernal Drake spawns. See ROX really heavily prioritizing, nicely done by him to remain deathless for the moment, but will be that much more susceptible now.
ROX Tigers managing the top side, got them as Mickey thinking about the flash, gets it.
The flash in, Hook lands in on the Blank, he goes low, almost goes down, but they still haven't finished him off. In the meantime, Strangledorns get the pop-up in on the Mickey, he gets taunted right away after Antara arrives on the backside of the teleport. Faker still firing away the Twin Fangs into the rears of ROX Tigers, and they'll just lose 2 off this.
He engages too far away from his DPS threats, and crucially, Akila, as we mentioned a couple of times, the big loser in the early game was Songyun, who doesn't have the damage to actually profit from such a big game. It's kind of surreal that the Tigers have been ahead for the majority, but still haven't picked up a #1 in that column.
Oh, that's going to be the Ashe Arrow out here from Bang, flash forward, and finds Strangledorn's thrown down. Mickey's still very tanky, just as punches himself away, but Blank comes in on the backside, kicks him into the wall, and will finish him off with that Sonic Wave Resonating Strike combo. Meantime, though, ROX not wasting any time, moving for the mid lane, trying to get some damage down onto this. Did not take the turret, but Faker's here to try to defend. Death Sentence way off on the side. And Faker clears out the minions, but one more wave. This could go down, actually. Mighty Bear will just take this one up. Petrifying Gaze not going to find anything as Faker flashes in. The Explosive Cast knocks him in, and he very well may go down. A couple more hits will finish him off. He does go down in the end. But it's still going to be the 2-for-1 as Untara picks up the double kill.
Yeah, Faker happy to walk up, buy time, had trust in Untara coming through on the stand united, may have given up his life.
And the turret did not go down.
Exactly, leaves the turret up.
They had the early game and now they're paying for it. Ashe Arrow comes out, not going to find anything. That's actually just connect in, but the kick knocks back Songyun. Resonating Strike not followed through from Blank. Has to get himself out of there, and actually they're going to turn in onto Wolf. They take him down.
And good timing, actually. The decision to go in from ROX Tigers was smart because they knew that Stand United was on cooldown. Cassiopeia was walking to bot lane, so it was even better than ROX Tigers expected. This turret will go down, of course. Would have gone down to a stiff breeze. But ROX in one of the
Scrying Orbs coming through, and they saw Linderong on the bottom lane. They know that he doesn't have teleport, so they feel more than happy to start this one up. Untara goes forward. Mickey comes up with a massive taunt, and now Songyun just free firing away, comes up with the first kill as Wolf goes down. He does get popped up, takes a lot of damage from the plants, but SKT are sent scattering. They want to try to turn this one around. Linderong getting ready to arrive at the fight. Another taunt coming through here from Mickey, finds 2 members. Linderong's on the backside. Blank trying to lifesteal his way back up off the red buff. Flash away from Untara. Might not even take him out to safety. Gets the taunt in on the Linderong. The stun comes through. They will let him go his separate way. But that was a massive turnaround for the ROX Tigers, and all of it really on the backside of Mickey with that huge taunt.
Looking for another taunt onto Bang, who skirts around the AoE. He's going to ult out of it. They actually turn onto Baron here. Not a lot of vision from SKT. They only have the Scuttle Crab vision.
Tar comes back in here with the TP, gets latched in onto Songyun. He goes low. One more
DPS
shot would take him down, but they're just trying to keep him gated out. But Bang finds the first kill in onto Mickey. They take down Key. They take down Songyun, and that is a triple kill coming through. Can they find more? Will be denied the Quadra, but the ace off the backside of a big botched Baron start. SK Telecom fire right back around.
Yeah, it's really make it 6.
Why not? As they finally finish off that outer turret in mid, all of those having been broken now. You can see Untara very handily taking on Linderong. Wraparound comes through here from Bang. He will get played back. Hook gonna go wide yet again, but the jump in comes through. They lock him down. Songyun firing away, and the Stand United tries to keep him alive for a little bit. Peel off. The TP's now coming through as Linderong comes into the front side of the fight, looking for Bang to lock him down. Instead, goes straight in onto Blank, dashes over the wall, looking for Wolf, just trying to find one squishy member of SK Telecom. Doesn't find really any for the kill.
And SKT just have Untara walk up, doesn't use Stand United, doesn't teleport, and our teleport advantage is there for SKT. They turn on Galio.
Ash Arrow comes down, and he is just getting melted down. The shield hits, but it might not be enough to keep him alive. Dark Passage takes him out, but Mickey, he goes back forward and straight into the face of Blank, where Faker and Bang are waiting with the damage to finish him off. Artillery from the Pug Maul nearly kills the Ash, but just still can't quite find it. Pick opening here for SKT. But they're pretty weakened, and it seems like they don't want to contest this Baron yet. ROX, in the meantime, are starting this up, but Faker's down over at the Elder Dragon.
And not spotted in vision, but it's smart of ROX Tigers to start the Baron, force the positioning. Faker gets the call, they're like, hey, they don't know you're there, but it's a tussle between the two.
It's a game of chicken. Faker not sure what he should do. Seems like he's going to commit the roaming back up here to try to contest this Baron. It's down to about half HP as SKT starts poking their faces in here. That sentence connects, the box comes down, Blank knocked over to the side, still has not died, and Songyun so low on the backside of the fight, has to kite his way out of here. The flashes coming through, Sonic Wave not going to connect. Linderong just gets slowed up, but the roots will not hit as he takes that blast cone over the wall. SKT still on the hunt. Enchanted Crystalline Arrow nearly off cooldown. If they can get the slow up, that could be it. Death Sentence in on the Faker, pops that Seraph's Embrace shield, keeps him alive, and he takes down Songyun in the end. Untara coming through with the Stand United to help out. And now Linderong going for a big ride, but he's taking Blank along with him and will take him down as the kill comes through from Mighty Bear. Ash Arrow connects, but out of mana is Bang. Couldn't quite get into position, and Faker's not there to follow up with the damage. So I finish this one out. The rest of SKT getting ready to push in here for the contest. Blank not in the pit, will not be able to get the smite away. Now he's going to be targeted out, dashes away with the safeguard to keep himself alive. And Tar flayed back in, goes low, has to Shadow Dash out to safety.
It's Faker.
Sun comes through, but now Faker is arriving. This is going to be that double Elder Dragon buff coming through. Mickey goes back in with the Justice Punch, massive taunt, just trying to buy time for the rest of his team. And it seems like SKT will let them go. They deny one Baron buff.
Songyun can get free hits onto the inhibitor.
Is firing away, and Faker hasn't really found the in yet, but have to try to delete him.
Interrupt.
The Death comes down, yeah, Untara gonna get interrupted, goes dangerously low. Faker tries to finish him off, and he gets him in the end. Songyun gets taken down. That sentence back in onto Faker, but he is just firing away, finishing off Key. He'll walk forward, trying to maybe get a few desperate last hits in onto that inhib, but it's a far cry from going down. In the meantime, SK Telecom coming up the kill on the top side of the map as Linderong falls. Key just going for a bit of a walk, but 2 inhibs going to be broken, and maybe just the end of the game because Songyun is dead for 40 more seconds, and Bang is full HP in the base. Very deep in from the backside here. Hook comes in onto Blank, has a Guardian Angel, but he takes a lot of damage. Now Linderong arriving here with the hero's entrance. Wolf being targeted out, goes low, but has the shields to keep him alive, at least for the moment, because Songyun hasn't been able to get into a spot to really fire off with this Cogmaw. Blank going low, that last R not going to connect in. I think he finds the taunt, but still might be going down. And Tara walks in front of him to block the Justice Punch, making sure he can't get away. They get rid of him, and that is so much of ROX Tigers' control in these team fights taken away. And they might just be losing that third inhib as well, unless they can throw one hell of a Hail Mary. Mighty Bear goes forward, has a multi-man belly bop, but he'll get locked down. The root comes through from Wolf, and he'll find the killing blow. Faker still firing away at the Twin Fangs, pops the shield, goes forward, looks for Songyun. Songyun does kill the Cassiopeia as he kites back, but still needs so much more to stop this game from going down. It just looks like they're not going to find it. The Nexus turret finally falls. Nexus targeted out. 47 minutes on the clock. Blank going in for the final kill to complete the ace. Songyun will die. Beautifully done by him at the end. SKT, longer than you might have anticipated, do win in game 1, and Blank is now 16-0.
Yeah, they kind of toiled in that particular game. They found it difficult to close. Strong wave clear on the side of ROX Tigers, and SKT respecting how strong the 4-5 item Cogmore could be in team fights. But when ROX